Hey, a key Bible verse that I missed, that I left out. So this will be part 2. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Now, it's a holy place only to who? Because God doesn't dwell in temple, but to the remnant, to the bloodline, until that fullness of the Gentiles be come in. Romans 11:25 that we just went over. We just went over all of Romans 11. And that verse 25, don't be so wise of your own conceits, that blindness in part has happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. I believe the last Gentile will come to the fold at the abomination that causes desolation. And at that point, then that remnant of Jewish bloodline, and many of them, or all of them, but I think many of them at least, will be right there where it's taking place. They will see it. And that's why Jesus said, then let them which be, okay, so see, not all of them, but let them of the bloodline which be in Judea flee into the mountains, and to them which is on housetop not come down to take anything from his house, neither let him which is in the field turn back and take his clothes. And woe to them that are with child and that give suck in those days. Pray that your flight not be in winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For when ye shall see great tribulation, this is when it's beginning, such as not been since. So the sheep will get woke. The last Gentile be come in. You can see how this is all tied. You got the last Gentile. We're still here. People that think you're not here, we just got through going over when Paul is speaking to the Thessalonians. He says, we beseech you now, brethren, that the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ and the gathering unto him, that's removal of the church, that should not be taken in mind or troubled by spirit, nor by word, by any letter of us, that as that day of Christ is at hand, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be a falling away first. And that's at the abomination that causes desolation, because every single goat will be handed over to it. There shall arise the false Christ and the false prophet, and shall show great signs and wonders. Don't worry about the plural. I've already done a study and looked that up. It's singular. Great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect of God, the sheep that we went over in part 1. So you know who that is. That's including, that's the church, that's Christians, that's the grafted in Jews of the non-bloodline and of the bloodline that are sheep. That's all of God's elect. That's those that he knew before the foundation of the world. So when you see all this taking place, let them which be in Judea flee, and which turn back, and woe to give suck in those days. But pray you flight not be in winter, for you shall see great tribulation, such as not since the beginning of time, nor shall ever be. And except those days be shortened, there's no flesh would be saved. So it doesn't go that entire 7 years or that entire 3.5 years, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is the Christ, go not there. So we continue on, that's the falling away, the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Part 1, we go over that. Remember ye that when I was with you before, that I told you these things, and you know that that which withholdeth that might be revealed until this time, for the mystery of iniquity doeth work already. Only he that now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed. And he's going to be coming back from the dead. That's very clear in Revelation 13, which had a deadly wound by the sword, but did live. Whom shall the Lord consume with the spirit of his mouth, and destroy the brightness of his coming, even whose coming is after the works of Satan and all powers. Signs and lying wonders. Signs and lying wonders. Great signs and wonders. That's both Matthew 24 and Thessalonians 2, chapter 2 through 11. That's how you know that is all talking to the church, because he's talking to the church here. Paul is in 2 Thessalonians, so don't be tricked and let them tell you that Matthew 24 is just for the Jews. You see how they both correlate. It is the exact same event of the abomination that causes desolation. So, signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth. They did not receive the calling from Jesus. He did not know them from the foundation of the world, that they might be saved. For this cause God shall send them a strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. That's strong delusion. Again, the great signs and lying wonders, or working of Satan and signs and lying wonders. We'll put it in green also to match it. So I just wanted to make sure you understood that. I left that part off. So this would be part 2 of Romans 11. Love y'all very much.